let's handle the hardest challenge that many people are struggling with, which is challenge 6. This one is a huge problem because Manfred is super buffed. He's got a lot of HP, a lot of attack thanks to both the 80% and 20%. This extra resistance makes him quite un-Surtrable, so you do need true damage against Manfred. And then at the same time, all reborn enemies deals continuous arts damage around them, which is just a bunch of nonsense. So, let me show you the squad that I'll take to handle. Null Alter is going to be pretty core, damn crucial. You could try to replace Null Alter with Calcit, but I don't recommend it because it's a lot more complicated in terms of placement, timings, and number of steps. So Null Alter is much better. Silver Ash is the second core 6-star operator, but you can replace him with a few other 6-stars. I'll tell you who they are later on. In this video, I'll show you how to use Null Alter together with Silver Ash, and then also together with Surtur and Horn. There are other variants, I'll teach you somewhat how to do them. Then, bring along a Gravel, doesn't need to be E2, E1 will do. Bring your best single target medics, 2 of them. And then Click is also another crucial operator. You need Click because of an increased range. There's quite a lot of operators who can replace Click, so don't worry, I'll tell you how later on. Bring 2 defenders, preferably high health ones, and then bring a Pioneer Vanguard or Standard Bearer. I leave it up to you. I bring a Pioneer Vanguard because I don't want to tap on the skill. Okay, so how do you replace the 6-stars as I've mentioned? So for Silver Ash, these are the best options that you can use to replace him. Make sure the skills are M3. So Surtur skill tree M3 and Horn skill tree M3. You may be able to replace Silver Ash with someone like Irene, Gavial Alter, Chen, and Taunts. The goal is that you need to kill the left side of the map as fast as possible. If you take too much time, the arts damage will overkill you. The reason why I don't recommend these 4 is that they kind of need a medic. They cannot operate alone. So you need to feed them your best medic and pray very hard that they can kill everything in time. So I suggest not to do this, but if you can't because you don't have these 3, consider these 4. Then for Click, like I said, you need the increased range. It helps a lot to have people like a Mystic Caster. Iris, Indigo, and Ebonhalls have the perfect range for this stage. You'll see what it is later on. If not, you can replace with snipers, but you need high attacking snipers. So an example of that is people like Fartooth, Firewatch, and Drainer, Embryo. Rosemontis kind of also works because of her ignore defense. And then if you really run out of options, you can try Dust skill tree not M3. Oh no, M3 is preferred actually. And then Mostema as well. Or if not, if you have an Ash, then lucky for you, Ash skill 2 is also very good. Alright? If not, we are going to head straight into the stage with the squad that I showed to you guys. The starting one being a Null Alter and a Silver Ash. Alright, you start the stage by placing a Pioneer Vanguard on the bottom left. And then you can place a Null Alter on this tile facing to the left. You understand why it's to the left later on. Place a Defender here. Then turn on the Alter skill, dropping the sword and then killing off all the smaller fries. Place a Silver Ash to the left side of the map. The cannon will launch onto the defender, don't worry about it. Make sure to distract the Sarkaz caster. So you can do that by placing a Gravel. Feel free to turn on Silver Ash skill a bit earlier. Feed Null Alter 2 medics, one facing downwards and one facing to the left. Retreat your Gravel once the bind has been completed, and then retreat Silver Ash once he's done. Null Alter's sword is targeted onto the enemy closest to the blue box. So when the left lane slugs are right in front of her, just like this, you can turn on her skill. Boom. The cannon's gonna launch again. This time you use the cannon for the left side of the map. When it's almost done, you can place a Gravel onto this slug, increasing her block count, and then go kaboom on the left side. Manfred's gonna walk away. Once he does that, place a Click over here, facing downwards. You can also place your Silver Ash facing upwards just like that. Place one Defender here. And then also place another Defender over here. Feel free to turn on all your medic skill to help. Distract the enemies with a Gravel. Feel free to turn on Silver Ash skill a bit earlier. Okay, I need you to slow down this part of the stage. There's a lot going on. you're gonna see Manfred walk just nicely in front of Null Alter. That's around when Null Alter skill is almost ready. So when he's snapping right in the front, retreat this defender. Null Alter will be able to do a big true damage. So, when the slugs are right beside Manfred, drop her sword. Please turn on click to increase her range and attack this Hate Drinker. You can retreat this defender, letting the slug go through. And then also remove your gravel so that Silver Ash can kill the caster. Just like that. Okay? Okay. A thing I need you to note, you do want to just hold this slug back. So I'll do that by just placing a gravel over here. Don't worry about the explosion. It'll go kaboom. A lot of people might get hurt. But it's fine. Okay, retreat your medics first. I'm a bit more worried about your medics. Okay? Let the cannon charge as close as possible until it's full. So when it's like almost full, maybe around here, you can retreat everybody from the map. Now notice, the cannon doesn't launch when there's nobody deployed on the map. So it's fully capped. Once you see these 4 little sanguinage appear, you can place a gravel or any other operator to launch the cannon and then kill off all 4 of them and also stun Manfred.
Any orders for me?
Alright. Looking good so far. Okay. Hold Manfred back for a little bit.
You think you'll get away?
You can feed some medics to help. So I'm gonna put one medic over here. And then also another medic over here. Let me just retreat. Okay. A key thing I need you to note. You don't want Manfred to appear too close to Null Alter later on. So, I'm just gonna jut him back for a little while. Let me stun him with a Null Alter. And then, I'm also gonna place a gravel right in the front. So hold him back for a little longer. Do not make him get blocked by Null Alter. Instead, you want the sword to be the thing that's blocking him. So, Gravel's probably gonna die in just a bit. Gravel's dead, drop the sword. Just like that. Alright? Now the cannon's about to launch. Right before the cannon launch, please keep note, place a defender onto the left side of the map, and boom, all the left side enemies are killed. That's how you do this particular stage. Alright? Quite tricky, but Null Alter is doing most of the job for you on the right side, and then you have a supportive 6-star on the left side. All the defenders is also to just stall the enemies so that they get hit by the cannon at the right timing. Anyways, let me show you how to adapt this with Silver Ash being changed to Surtur and then also Horn. So instead of using a Silver Ash, I'm using a Surtur this time. I'll place her down on the left. Let me feed some medics to my Null Alter. And then distract the Sarkaz caster with a fast redeploy. Then I can turn on Surtur's skill to just peel off everyone. Once Surtur is done, then you can retreat her. So you see this right about here, just retreat. Okay, the other thing I want to show in this part is that I want to show you how to use a Mystic Caster. So I'm going to put an Ebon Halls right over there. Let me place my defenders in as well. I'll wait until the slug is killed. Okay, then I'll place my my defender and then turn on my medic skill. Let me just charge up Ebon Hall's skill. And then I'll explode it onto this particular Hate Drinker. Boom, just like that. And then Ebon Halls is done with his job. I'll place a Surtur onto the left. Again, distract with a fast redeploy. Spot skill is almost up. Let me just turn it on. And then let me let go of my defender. I think I did it a bit too early. No, it's not too bad. So here you go. Sword. Boom. And then I can retreat, spot, let the slugs go into Null Alter's range to be killed. I'm not going to turn on Surtur's skill yet. I'm going to delay it a little bit and then explode. So there's a reason for that. I'm leaving Surtur here this time because the explosion is going to hit the right. I need to charge the cannon as much as possible. So when it's almost full, just as you see, then I can retreat everyone. Again, the cannon doesn't strike when you don't place anybody into the stage. So now that I'm done, if let's say you struggle to charge through the cannon, right, you can place like a defender. That's why I bring a Norcon, just in case. But if not, you see, perfect moment. Put your gravel down and explode. And then you'll stun Manfred as well. And then the final part of the stage is pretty much a repeat. You just place your 2 medics, your no altar, deal with Manfred, and that's it. I'll show you a Horn variant this time. So along with Horn, I also brought a KOB. I forgot to mention that KOB is also a good replacement because of a skill tree. Anyways, let me just feed some medics, turn on Horn skill, and then she'll just remove everybody on the left side. When Horn is done, you can retreat her. There you go.
Ready to fall in.
So I'll place KOB right when Manfred is walking away. And then the defender over here. Let me give some better healing. I'll put the healing defender down. And then Horn goes on the left side, as per usual. So No is almost ready, and same for KOB. Let me turn on my healing defender skill. Turn on KOB, let go. And then let's launch the sword. Okay, let me turn on Horn skill in order to assist. These slugs might want to escape, if you notice. So if it happens, right, you can just use a defender to simply hold back, and then my fast redeploy as well. So I'm just holding back the slugs, and then Horn is done, just like that. Let me just let go of the right side there. Okay, do make sure to retreat everybody, so you don't want to overcharge the cannon. Charge it just enough. There you go. And then again, you launch the cannon when the enemies are within range. Right about here. Boom. So that's how you can handle this challenge as easy as possible. If you don't have the 6 stars or some of the operators that I mentioned, then try to improvise. You get the idea of what I'm doing. No altar does most of the job, and then all you need to do is concentrate on killing the left side as fast as possible, and then you're good to go. So anyways, I hope that I helped you guys out with your challenge 6, and I shall see you in all the other videos. Okay, bye bye.